Have you ever wondered about the story behind Marvel's Incredible Hulk? How did a brilliant scientist become a raging green monster? Today, we're diving deep into the untold origins of the Hulk, a tale of science, accident, and the raw power of human emotion. Let's unmask the green giant and explore the man trapped inside. Before the Hulk, there was Dr. Bruce Banner. Not a monster, not a superhero, but a man of science. Bruce Banner was a world-renowned physicist, a genius in his field, specializing in a particularly dangerous area, gamma radiation. He was leading a top-secret military project, aiming to create a gamma bomb, a weapon of immense destructive power. Banner was driven, dedicated, and perhaps a little too absorbed in his work, believing that the controlled use of gamma energy could benefit humanity. He saw gamma radiation as a key to unlocking new frontiers of science, but he was about to discover its terrifying and uncontrollable potential firsthand. This brilliant mind had no idea his life was about to be changed forever by the very energy he sought to master. The fateful day began like any other at the desert test site. The countdown for the first detonation of the gamma bomb was underway. Everything was going according to plan. Banner was in a secure observation bunker, monitoring the final checks. But then he saw him. A teenager, a young man named Rick Jones, had foolishly driven his car onto the test range on a dare. With the clock ticking down to 0, Banner made a split-second, life-altering decision. He told his assistant, Igor, to halt the countdown, but the resentful and possibly treacherous Igor did nothing. Realizing the danger, Banner raced out of the bunker himself. He sprinted across the desert floor, pushing the unsuspecting Rick into a protective trench just as the gamma bomb detonated. Banner managed to save the boy, but he was caught in the full, horrific blast of pure gamma radiation. In that blinding flash of light, Bruce Banner's world was shattered, and something new, something terrifying, was born. At first, it seemed like Banner had miraculously survived. He was taken to the base infirmary, seemingly unharmed by an amount of radiation that should have been instantly fatal. But as night fell, something began to stir within him. A strange and painful transformation started to take hold. His body contorted, his muscles swelled, and his skin turned a dusky gray in the original comic, later becoming the iconic green we know today. His intellect, his reason, his very identity as Bruce Banner was submerged by a tidal wave of pure primal rage. He had become a hulking, monstrous creature, possessing strength beyond human comprehension. This was the first appearance of the Hulk. This transformation wasn't a one-time event. It became a curse. Whenever Bruce Banner experienced intense stress, anger, or fear, the monster would claw its way out. The Hulk would emerge, a being of immense physical power but with the emotional understanding of a toddler. The consequences of this transformation were catastrophic, both for Banner and for the world around him. The Hulk became a walking force of destruction. When he emerged, he couldn't distinguish between friend and foe. Everything was a potential threat. The military, led by the relentless General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, saw the Hulk not as a man with a medical condition, but as a weapon to be controlled or a menace to be destroyed. This led to a never-ending chase, a tragic cycle of hunt, capture, and escape. Bruce Banner was forced to live as a fugitive, constantly on the run, trying to find a cure for his condition while desperately trying to keep the other guy in check. He was isolated, lonely, and haunted by the destruction the Hulk left in his wake. His life became a torment, a constant struggle to control the monster within, a monster born from his own heroic act. But why has the Hulk resonated so deeply with audiences for over 60 years? The Hulk is more than just a monster who smashes things. He's a powerful symbol of the anger and inner conflict that exists within all of us. Think about it. Who hasn't felt that surge of rage, that feeling of losing control when pushed to the limit? The Hulk is the physical manifestation of that repressed emotion. He is what happens when our inner turmoil boils over and can no longer be contained. The story of Bruce Banner and the Hulk is a modern-day Jekyll and Hyde, exploring the duality of human nature. It questions the very definition of a monster. Is the Hulk the true monster? Or is it the society that hunts him, the military that wants to exploit him, and the fear that isolates him? The character has evolved significantly since his creation by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in 1962. Initially, the transformation was tied to Sunset, but it quickly changed to be triggered by adrenaline and stress, making Banner's life even more precarious. The Hulk's intelligence has also varied, from a mindless brute to a cunning warrior with Banner's intellect, as seen in the Professor Hulk incarnation. This evolution reflects our own changing understanding of anger and mental health. The Hulk teaches us that anger isn't something to be simply destroyed or locked away. It's a part of us that needs to be understood, managed, and sometimes even integrated. He represents the struggle for self-acceptance and the quest to find balance between the different parts of our personality. Beyond the comics, the Hulk has become a pop culture icon. From the beloved 1970 Seconds TV show starring Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, which brought a more human and tragic element to the character, to his show-stealing appearances in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Hulk has smashed his way into the hearts of millions. Each adaptation brings a new layer to the character. The MCU in particular has explored his journey from a figure of pure rage to a hero who learns to merge his two halves, becoming the smart Hulk. This arc shows a progression from a curse to a form of power, a journey of healing and integration that many people can relate to in their own lives. The Hulk isn't just a character. He's a phenomenon, a metaphor for the untamed power that lies dormant within us all. So, the next time you see the Hulk letting loose and smashing everything in sight, remember the story of Bruce Banner. Remember the brilliant scientist who sacrificed himself to save a stranger. Remember the man who lives in constant fear of the monster inside him, a monster that is also a part of him. The Hulk's origin isn't just a comic book story. It's a timeless tale about the human condition, about our inner demons, our capacity for both great destruction and incredible heroism. It's a story that reminds us that sometimes our greatest strength can come from our deepest struggles. The Incredible Hulk is a complex, tragic, and ultimately heroic figure who continues to captivate us because, in a way, there's a little bit of the Hulk in all of us. What do you think is the most interesting part of the Hulk story? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into Marvel history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. See you in the next video.